Hi, this is Will at Bulldog Rooter. I'm currently at 916 East 33rd Ave in Spokane, Washington. Did a main line because the main line was backing up, cabled it all out. Right now I'm currently running the video inspection. What you are currently looking at is a concrete piece of pipe that has been forced up from the stub. If I pull back here a little bit more, you can see the major separation of the tree roots in the top corner there, and the bottom of the pipe is actually on the right. There's about a 2-inch lip there that my camera head cannot get past. We do know that this is the stub coming in and the line has settled, and that's what we're looking at here. It's a pretty big separation. Definitely recommend replacing it. Anything that's not smooth in a sewer pipe is considered an obstruction. Toilet paper, any solids that go through the line, everything can get hung up on it. And as you can see here in that top corner where the roots are just attacking that spot, my cable was able to get through. Unfortunately, I can't get my camera past this point here. I went outside and located it on the other side of the sidewalk. It is 5 feet deep at 55 feet, right there where the curb meets the asphalt. Alright, I'm going to start pulling back here towards the house and look at the rest of the condition of the line. Right here we got some roots that have definitely gone through that joint, which is pretty common. Clay was put in 3-foot sections, 3 to 5 foot sections normally, and roots find those joints and attack them. Right here you see another joint, small separation up top. The top of the pipe is also the far left. Right there you can see on the top of the pipe a worm starting to come into the pipe. So that makes it a little bit easier to distinguish. So right here we're looking at the bottom of the pipe on the top right hand of the screen. Right here we got another separation with some pretty thick roots, and I do believe that's another worm. Yes it is. On the top left. Alright, so continue to pull back here, and it appears another worm. Wow, they really like your line. Alright, so we're going to continue pulling back here. Here on the left side of the screen you can see more roots going into the line. And this is unfortunately 4-inch pipe. It's not looking like a 6-inch transition. Continue to pull back here. Right here we have another pretty big separation. You can see some concrete there that they probably put in the joints. Right here we have, is that a separation or a crack? I think that's a fitting that the roots are getting into, and you can barely see the roots on the top of the screen there, but they are there. I do not think that's a crack in the pipe. It could be a 22 or a 45 to help angle the pipe. Continue to pull back. We're about 41 feet away from the house. Right here you can see a lip, but it is going down with the pipe, so it shouldn't cause any obstructions. And you can see more roots in that top right corner there. We'll continue coming back towards the house here. Right here we have another lip, but once again it's going downhill, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. Right here, once again, same issue. The pipe's dropping towards the city here, and you can see the water is running through the pipe. It's not bellied. Right here, there's a lip as well with some more separations. This is a other pretty big one I noticed. One second here. Alright, sorry, a little camera malfunction there. Right here, you can see there's a major separation with a huge root growth growing into it. And if you look on the top, kind of towards the right, you'll see a hairline fracture kind of going up where those roots have pushed and pushed and pushed and are finally starting to crack the pipe there. So that is definitely a issue that can arise in the future. Definitely recommend getting this thing taken care of. Right here we got another minor fracture on the bottom or top right side of the pipe, and more root growth. And even here, with the separation, you can see the pipe is starting to oval a little bit and separate. That's just from the pipe settling and that root growth hammering these joints. I'm going to continue pulling back here. Right here, another separation, more root growth, and you can see how thick these roots actually are in that top right of the screen. During the cable and after, when I pulled out the cable from cabling the main line, I probably pulled out a 3 to 4 pound bag of roots. Somewhere in there. I'm going to continue pulling back towards the house here. Right here, you can see another major separation on the top right, and more root growth coming through the pipe. I'll continue coming back. We got another separation here, and more root growth as well. Right here, another separation, more root growth. We're about 25 feet from the basement clean out here where I cabled from. Right here, once again, a separation, small lip, and root growth. Right there's a small lip. Right here, you can actually see the top of the pipe at that fitting. It looks like part of the pipe might be missing, and those roots are kind of taking over right there. I'm having a hard time seeing if that's the case, and or if it's just roots that have been kind of cut and just kind of splattered on top of the side of the pipe there. I'll continue to pull back. Right here we got another separation and what appears to be a fracture on top of the pipe there. Continue to pull back to the house. Right here we got another separation, a fracture on the left hand side of the screen on the bottom. If you can just make it out, continue to pull back here. Right here we got another separation, some roots with a small lip. You can see the water on the right side of the screen kind of bounce up over that. Once again, anything that's not considered to be smooth in a pipe surface can cause blockage of some kind. Continue to pull back to the house here. Right here, another joint. Right here you can see water holding in the pipe.
Yeah.
That's a belly caused by the lip that's running up. And this is what we mean by the obstructions. And once again, you can see roots coming through that separation there. Continue to pull back here. We got another separation, small belly, and more root growth. That's about 12 feet. Right here, another belly. You can see the water hitting the lip and bouncing up over.
Yep.
We got more root growth in the left side of the screen there, and we're about 9 feet from the basement clean out here. So that's just outside the house there. So we're at 7 feet here, and here you can see the separation. Instead of just being up or down like you normally see, it's kind of sitting off to the right side. Excuse me. And that's causing an obstruction as well. And that's 7 feet from the basement clean out here. And right here we hit cast iron. Once again, it's that entire piece there. That's the cast iron where it connects to the clay tile right outside the house. So I'm going to continue to pull back here. You got some root growth in there as well. Cast iron normally looks rusted and pitted like you see here. That's typical for cast iron. I don't see any cracks or fractures throughout it, which is good. Right here we have the clean out in the basement and the video inspection. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.
Great.